Today is June 6, 2101. I'm afraid that this may be one of the last of my writings. The water's finally run out down here, just like it did in the old world all those years ago. The others are finally prepping to leave, to emerge back into the world, because now they must go, perish from thirst. I was just a child when the rivers ran dry and the bombs began to fall. And now I've lived an entire lifetime in the darkness of this place. I barely even remember the world of my childhood. A world underneath the bright sun and blue sky. My skin is pale, my muscles are weak. I'd only be a burden to them in the harsh journey ahead. They're still young and adaptable. I know firsthand of their strength and resilience. If there's water to be found up there, they'll be the ones to find it. If there's anything to salvage from the ruins, they'll be the ones to do so. They know nothing of the society of the old world. They are the ones who might have a chance to rebuild civilization.
Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a post-apocalyptic city survival builder known as Homeseek. This game really, in many ways, reminds me of Frostpunk with how the expeditions and the exploration system works, but it also reminds me a bit of games like Surviving the Aftermath and also Endzone: A World Apart. So let me know what you think about the game down below in the comments section. This, by the way, is a free demo that we're trying out now that's available on Steam, with the game coming sometime soon. So this, of course, is like a early access, incomplete version, a preview of what's to come for this game. So thanks again for subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Thank you very much for smashing like, and thanks for becoming members. Appreciate you all smacking join and becoming members like never before. Well, without further ado, let's jump into our first look at Homeseek. Let's go. A new beginning. A torn and faded map from the bunker indicates a small valley ahead has a shallow water table, and there we indeed find two simple wells dug by some past group of travelers. Alright, well, let's get started. Cool. Lifeblood. Looks like our goal here is to build a water extractor, storage, and to link the two together. Oh, that's cool. We actually have to build like pipe networks and such. We have 11 hours to do it, and our reward will be water if we do so. Alright, let's get to it then. Wow, there's a tank there right in the middle of the map. Did you see that? Foraging. They also want us to start gathering food and storing it in a food storage area. Oh, looks like we're looking for berry bushes. How wonderful. Members, you know what to do. Alright, well, we have ourselves a tank here. That must be a berry bush there. How is that even living? That looks like it'd be dead. And lots of scrap. So this reminds me of the coal piles and such from Frostpunk for sure, and wood and other things that you can gather by hand. Well, let's go ahead and build ourselves a water extractor then. 4,000 scrap it takes to build that. There's the extractor right there. And where's our people? Oh, here they are. Alright, so a bunch of our people have found their way to the valley. Interesting. And they're coming out of a tunnel? I'm not sure if we wandered far away from where we started. Some sort of a fallout type bunker. Maybe somewhere around here, although those look caved in. But okay. Well, let's build that water extractor and storage too, so we could probably build it nearby. Otherwise, we have houses. Oh, we have a research center too, so there must be much more to build in the game. And an expedition center. There's our water and food storage and the water extractor we saw before. So let's build our water storage nearby. Makes sense. Let's build a food storage nearby. Can we destroy this tank? Guess not. Looks like we've also got 15 people in our group, so if they're unassigned, I'm assuming they become builders. Let's go with storage of food now. And I see two berry bush piles nearby, so I guess I can build it on top of the tank. As the scrap... Oh yeah, auto disappears. That would have been nice if we could have harvested that beforehand. Well, then again, it would have been a lot harder to scrap a full tank. Oh, it looks like there's more berries down there, too. Okay. Well, this is a good enough spot for now, but I suppose we could always delete it and move it wherever. Alright, well, here comes our survivors. Let's take a look around the map a little bit. We see some railroad tracks here, a highway that was in the north. It looks like crashed helicopters and tanks, and warfare went on in this land for a long time. Looks like Walter White and Jesse were here, too. They had to cook. You know how it is. And, some sort of a junkyard or something there with a couple of cars parked out front. Okay. Well, let's link these two together then. So links. Oh, look at the different types of water we have in the game. Output connection. Copper 86%. That must be that type of piping. Alright, lifeblood completed. Excellent. Now we just need to do the same with this food storage. So it looks like the different types of water are salty water, contaminated water, irrigation water, and clean water. So they all must have their own particular use or possibly need to be filtered. Looks like we also have food storage and then, of course, scrap. So let's get a couple people on scrap, maybe. Maybe we'll just put a whole group of 5 on that. And then now we need to hire some people to gather berries. Or do we do it by going to the bush? Oh, wait, we have to link these together, too, don't we? That's kind of strange that our people don't automatically know how to go there. All right, job complete there as well. Let's go ahead and link 2 of those together. By the end of the day, they want us to have 5,000 food, water, and scrap. 24 hours to do so. Okay. All right, let's link the other berry bush together then. So it looks like we can only link so many together. And then eventually this building's going to have to be moved or destroyed, since there's only so much food at each location. And I don't think it'll grow back, but there must be farming then if there's irrigation water. All right, let's go ahead and also start extracting water. Looks like 2 minimum there to work on that. So the yellow bar must be minimums for certain things, like, for example, pumping of water takes 2. All right, very nice. Source lasts for 4 days, 15 hours. Looks like we're pumping out 720 per hour. And there seems to be another well nearby. Maybe that's the other one they mentioned. So we're actually building industrial-level buildings on top of there in order to pump out all that water. Interesting. It seems like our people do not care so much about shelter, but they care more about food and water. They haven't even asked us to build a shelter yet, which is going to cost us... Wow. 4,000. Okay. Let's go ahead and build a... or rather, take from another scrap pile then. There's probably lots that we're going to build. And we'll leave 1 person free for random construction jobs, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we need a lot more materials to do a lot of this stuff. So I guess we'll wait. Let's speed up time a little bit then. We'll leave 1 person, I guess, at the water mill. And then we'll unassign them. There we go. Alright, so we're closing in. Oh, it looks like there's actually work hours. And when that probably gets to black there, then everybody's going to take off for the day. So yellow is sunlight, dark is nighttime. So maybe everyone will go back to sleep by then. Looks like we've gathered enough scrap. Now we just need food. Water looks like that's good, so let's remove 1 person off that. Off the extractor. Let's keep pumping water, though. And scrap, I think we're going to continue to need no matter what. The poisons of the old world saturate our food and water. They must be referring to radiation. Alright, we'll need to find a way to cure the symptoms. It begins the Wasteland medicine quest. They want us to build an expedition center, create a new expedition, and build the medical center station. It looks like we're looking for a way to cure. Alright, well, there's our expedition center, which is going to cost 7,000. Thank goodness we kept gathering scrap like crazy. Let's build it maybe over here? Or maybe back here. I'm not sure how useful building things together will be. So I guess we'll keep it close so our construction workers don't have to walk too far. Let's get somebody else off of... I really hate to take somebody off anything other than food. Let's just have that one guy build it. We'll see how quickly it gets done. So we need to build the expedition center. It says it's done, but it still needs to be constructed. Then we need to create a party and send them to the research station. Or to the shanty town. I like the music here. And I like the lighting too. Wow, that transition to day-night looks beautiful. Looks like everything's got like barrels out front or torches. That's cool. I wonder if eventually we'll get electricity. That'd be a nice added thing to it. We're still waiting for more food now. Let's go ahead and go down to 3 at each pile. And we'll add 2 more here and here. And it looks like the expedition is complete. We might need to actually... Wait, let's go ahead and pause for a second. Now that I think of it, we might need free workers if this is anything like Frostpunk. New expedition. So we could put a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 6. Let's go ahead and go with our minimum, maybe, because there could be a lot more to do at the base. So, or does this speed up? Does this change anything? We only have 3 available workers, so let's do that. And we only have contaminated water. Let's go ahead and bring some of that. We'll bring 1,000 and some food, to which we only have about 1,000 too. Now we might need to carry things back, so let's just do 2,000, and I'm not sure how much we're going to need to carry back, so I guess we'll just go with that and see how it works. Now, if this is anything like Frostpunk 2, there should be an expedition map, so that should pop up eventually. But I would imagine our people are getting ready to go to the expedition site now and getting ready to leave, giving us no extra free workers, which means if we're going to do construction, we have to unassign somebody, so we'll just leave everybody assigned for now. Alright, expedition team is getting in place. Gathering things, I suppose, and they're waiting. There it is. Ah, would you look at that? Alright, let's pause while we find out where we're going to go. It looks like there's the Mudlands and the Shantytown to explore. We'll go to the Shantytown first. Yeah, right-click to go to wherever. Okay, Shantytown. Alright, we'll see how they do when they get there. Back to home. Alright, maybe there'll be some random events on their travels to the Shantytown. Alright, so we've created an expedition party and we'll be going to the Shantytown soon, and from there we'll find a recipe for the medical center, which probably means we need more scrap. And most of our food was taken too by our explorers, I suppose. A group of strange wastelanders arrive at our doorstep, apparently wanting to join our community. Well, welcome aboard then. Yeah, I definitely needed more people. That's good. Let's go ahead and immediately get them on food and scrap gathering. And we'll keep one person free, but we'll put them in the water building for now. All right, let's check back. Looks like our team's about 2 hours away. They're almost to the Shantytown. We can't explore the map, but maybe there's storms and other things that will happen on the world map that we'll have to be aware of when the people are traveling. Looks like it is done now. I'm not seeing any sort of notice for what to do next. 3 of your citizens are very sick. 1 of your citizens is dehydrated, and 2 of them are exhausted. Okay. Well, we better keep gathering that water. Actually, we have plenty of water, so they should be able to get food and drink as they need. Perhaps it's time to build some houses. Let's do that. Oh, daily needs failed for having enough food. Well, that's okay. We had more people move in, but we were pretty close on that. I'd rather go explore anyway. And it looks like there's actually something to do here now. Oh, and there's a medical, mobile medical lab. Oh, this doesn't pause while you're reading. Let's see. Try to free its leg and give it some food. The dog looks dangerous. We should stay away from it. It looks like it could still have some meat on its bones. Wow. Let's go for that option. We carefully approach the dog and kill it. We salvage some meat. Oh, man. That's crazy that you can actually do that. And you can see the members of your party, too. Okay. Gonna be a little bit more challenging than we had first given credit to. Alright, well, we made our... Actually, wait. We made an expedition party, but it didn't count as actually going to the Shantytown. Anything else to do here? Maybe we have to come back. Let's see. Go back to our world map. Oh, I see. They're looking around. It's at 9% now. Okay. Oh, I see. So they're exploring the area. And as they arrive, there's a special event. I gotcha. Storm warning. Great brown clouds that appear on the horizon quickly threaten to bear down on our settlement. Uh-oh. Alright, well, batten down the hatches then. We have to build 3 houses. Okay. Well, let's not fail that one then. Let's pause. And let's immediately start setting up those homes. Each house requires how much material? 4,000. Okay, so we should have enough to build that. We'll build 3 of these houses right away to shelter from the storm, which could kill or hurt our people. Oh, we didn't even have to build them. We just had to put them down. Okay, that's strange. Alright, this quest will probably complete then when the bar over there reaches 100%. And, yeah, food we're already good on, so... if only those people had arrived earlier, we would have been able to finish the food quest. That's okay, though. They've got the food just a little late. It's better late than never. Alright, 33%. We have nobody to build these homes. Let's definitely make sure we've got some people assigned to that. Let's get 3 builders for 3 homes. And the storm should be arriving shortly. I wonder if we can see it on the world map. Oh, it looks like the world map colors have changed, but that might be time of day. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can jimmy open the lock with the right tool. Maybe we can just break it open. Go ahead and jimmy the lock. We spent some time making a makeshift lockpick. 1 hour. Okay. So this adds time to our expeditions. But could give us reward, but that means less food for our people, and in this case, less water. But there might be more water there that we could possibly discover. We pack medical equipment and prepare to head back home. Okay, good. There could have been an alarm or a self-destruct thing. Who knows what could have happened. Well, it looks like our team's ready to come back. A little lacking on the water, but they're a tough bunch. Oh, yes. Okay. Looks like all 3 homes have been completed. Excellent. Let's put everybody on the water extractor now. That seems to be much more critical than we originally thought. Not to mention water is going to have to be converted into 3 different sources, or at least maybe salt water can be converted into maybe clean water or contaminated. The first 2 might be natural water that we can gather from the environment but have to be processed somehow. Okay, let's build our research center now. No, medical center. No, they want us to research the equipment that they're bringing back and then turn it into a medical center. All right, roger that. Oh, look at how weird some of these things look. It looks like a space capsule, satellite dish. Looks like a trailer. Okay. Let's bring everybody home. So our group's on the way back. They should be able to resupply then. And we can send them out on a much more complex and lengthy expedition. Oh, we can send out multiple expeditions with multiple free people. Okay. Well, wow, it's only our 2nd day too. And our people are coming back to get grabbing water. Excellent. Well, let's definitely send out with 4,000 and 2,000. Okay, we're going to send out more expeditions. That's going to be a good move for us, I think. A message arrives. He's come on behalf of survivors still in the bunker. We're ready. More people will join us now. Good. Send them. We'll put them to work immediately in the water and food jobs, which will help us to stave off starvation with additional help and go out on more expeditions. Waiting for explorers to gather. All right. Speed up time again. Looks like we need researchers now. Let's see. Now we can start researching. There's our medical center. I'm assuming it can't research unless there's at least 1 person in the research team, so let's have this group go to the Mudlands and the other one can go to the campus. Now wait a minute, did this team gather the supplies that they needed? I'm not sure if they reset each time, but I guess we'll explore that. We'll just kind of try to experience it and see what happens. Speed up time again. And the storm bears down. The storm is raging outside. Okay, let's go ahead and assign a researcher or 2 now. We can do with just 1 researcher. And the storm is here. We're being hit by a dust storm now. Well, really more of a sandstorm. I'm expecting to see some of the buildings perhaps take damage. But it looks like a little dust just blowing through. Not much of a change to the world map either. Let's see if our 2nd team is ready to go. Only Team 1 ready to go so far. Ah, good. Now we have 10 people here. Let's pause. Get everybody assigned to food. And more people assigned to research. No more building for the time being, just food and water. And it looks like the percentage of research completed is now a quarter of the way there. Perfect. Food is going up. Water seems to be holding steady. We'll eventually have to build a second water extractor. Let's go ahead and put that down now for blueprints. Kind of hard to see our team's supply while they're out in the field. I assume they have to reach a location first. But it would be nice to know if they were losing supply on the way, or if that's just supply for them to stay in an area for long enough without looking for more food or water. Okay, the Mudlands. Let's check inside the ship of anything for value. Okay, so looking around for stuff just costs extra food and water, so it's a good idea to produce way more than that you think you need, so that we can always bring back more and more other food and water, or scrap, or new research. Okay, that's something we've learned. The more you know. Hey, wait a minute. The water extractor got constructed, even though nobody's there. Oh, maybe they do construction afterwards, like in Frostpunk. You know, where they still work after hours? Okay. Can we connect one more here? Ah, we can. Perfect. So we have additional food ready if and when needed. And the research paused at 32% as everybody's on hold. Survivors arrive. Excellent. More and more people arriving from the tunnels, from the bunkers. Go ahead and gather more scrap, please. And can we link this one? It's probably way too far. 45% efficiency. Let's go ahead and build a new water gathering site. Water storage, there it is. They told us in the briefing that there were only 2, so this will at least double our production then. And look at all the people coming to work. So it looks like they go to the food storage and the water storage buildings to get whatever they need. Alright, we're going to have to pay more attention, too, to this thing as well. Offer some scrap. Go for the scrap. Okay. So we just need to link these two together. There we go, 85% efficiency, much better. Unfortunately, our people will have to walk a little bit. I wonder if we can link the 2 storages together. Is that a thing? Or... no, I don't want to do that. But it does look like we can use different types of pipes, though. Ah, that's one thing now that we know. It'll take more scrap to make. So we upgrade a link. Let's try that. Ah, there you are. Change material. Ah, so if you get better materials, you can upgrade. But it's at the cost of scrap, which doesn't really seem to be much so long as you build next door. Ah, that's cool. Alright, let's increase efficiency. Although copper piping would give us, I think that might give you natural resistance to certain things. Doesn't copper kill bacteria? Same with silver, I think. Possibly. Research is at 50%. And it looks like the Mudlands is complete. Good. We can now research the wetlands. I don't think they mean research. I think they mean go to the wetlands. Maybe? Anyway, let's send this group here. They may almost be out of food and water, but it's difficult to tell. We're getting more and more sickness, though. We need to complete that medical project as soon as possible. Accident. Uh-oh. Somebody's been wounded. A few citizens lost health. Oh, it is even more urgent now to build that medical center. We're almost done. 100%. Okay, we can start a new research project, but let's pause. We're going to build... where could it be? Under the home section, we're going to build the medical center right by the houses. Oh, what is this? Either that's contaminated land or possibly good land for farming. It looks like it could be fertile. Oh, maybe that's where eventually we will farm. Anyway, back to the medical center. Let's build it over here then. Job done. Good. We'll leave whoever is idle on that. Any other research projects? Oh, there's the wetlands. Oh, it is a... Wetlands can convert contaminated water to irrigation water. Water storage. Increase storage capacity or decrease scrap cost. Expedition Center and Research Center are done. Well, let's start on the wetlands for now. Okay. So a natural filter then. I see what they mean now. So we can research the wetlands, which is more like sending up, I don't know, peat and other soils and such that will naturally filter the water. Interesting. 3 hours until our friends arrive. We got one person on building, and now it's going to be a doctor. All right, I would like to actually cut down on the research and increase on trying not to lose anybody. Wells deplete. Our water extractors are finally depleting 2 shallow wells we previously relied upon for water. Planning a head quest will commence. Local resources are running out. Find a way out of the valley. Oh. We need to find a way to escape. Okay, we got a group approaching the campus. Looks like there's lots of small sites to still explore. I would say there's maybe, let's see, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 or more. Maybe there's something hidden in the mountains. Maybe we could find a vehicle somewhere on the side of the road. Oh, somebody died. We were at 38, now down to 37. Alright. These people must be fellow survivors. We should invite them to our community. I agree. Anything else here? No, we need to scout for a while. Alright, so we found some survivors at the campus. That's good. We need to replace any sort of dead. Looks like we're up to 41 now. Group needs another piece of advice. We can't waste any opportunity to salvage scrap. Let's try that. We want more scrap. I want more expeditions, but I think maybe, just like it is in Frostpunk, we might not be able to get more than one unless we... I think we can start a new expedition, but we can only have one at a time, which resets the team, perhaps. 44% on the wetlands. Are these food sources unlimited? Well, it looks like they're creating 1,200 per hour. Must be a massive berry bush to be able to produce that much. Hey, we've got some new sites. 115 hours remaining. A monument, a soup kitchen, and an old farm. Well, that would let us do some farming. Well, let's go to the monument first, then the soup kitchen, then the old farm. I'm not sure if the game is actually calculating distance in time, too. It'll take 8 hours to get from the campus to the monument, so we'll pay attention to that. And see if the distance is actually somewhat correctly reflected as time. Let's see. This well has about 3 days worth of supply. This well has about 18 hours. Ah, I see. These sources are down to 16, so they're not unlimited, but they're still massive sources. And now we should have a few more free workers because we're starting to run out of food. Not great. No telling how much scrap we're going to need, but we're probably going to need to do farming ASAP. That's going to take more scrap, so let's gather what we can. We'll get everybody on that. So that's going to be our next thing then, is probably turning to farming now. That means we could probably get this field turned into a farm and use this food thing as a storage area for crops. Oh, there's more berries there, actually. But is it without our... Is it... Oh, it's outside the link range. I wonder if that just makes it longer to go gather that food. Perhaps. Anyway, our team here is almost ready to move. And they're at the monument. A heat wave is coming. Over the past few hours, the sun's unrelenting gaze has been particularly unbearable. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and worry about rationing now. Find a technology that can reduce water consumption. Find a technology. Oh, that could be at the monument. The bandits have well-prepared ambush here. We need to flee as fast as possible. Fight the bandits in the storm. Oh, damn. Well, that looks familiar. Fight those bandits. RAPTORIA must win. Glory to RAPTORIA. Let's go. Alright, there might be more research projects we can do. Looks like this is out of water now, so we can destroy that. Wow, look at that. The sun actually changing a bit now, looking much different. Let's get everybody full on water extraction. We still have 4 people to spare. Put them on scrap. Okay. Luckily, nobody has to work at the storage buildings, so that's basically a freebie. Scrap is going up. That's good for farming. Now, we're eventually going to have to irrigate this water, or turn it into irrigation water from the wetlands. So let's see. Water extractor. Permanently decreases scrap cost. Increase intake. Increase maximum allowed workers. None of that sounds good. There's no research yet to lower any of that. Maybe we'll find some more technology at the old farm. Perhaps they'll have some sort of way to more effectively use water. Attack the slavers. Go. Some of these things are only costing us time. Oh, damn. Whoa, look at how many members we have on our exploration team. Oh, we're going to win no matter what. All these people are joining us from the campus and other things. They're all out of food and water, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them. So it must have something to do with costs for certain... We've discovered the law depression is a made-up condition. Look at that. So there's different policies we can set. But now thinking of food and water, it's not necessarily for the expedition's survival. It's costs for alternative events or different, like dialogue trees when you go to a certain site. That's interesting. All right, let's go to the soup kitchen next because we're going to definitely need food and perhaps other water and stuff like that. Maybe that'll have that there. Who knows? And I assume we're going to need a hell of a lot more people here shortly. Let's go ahead and upgrade the medical center. We're going to have to build some more houses, especially if a more aggressive storm hits us. Let's build 3 more houses. And speed up time again. 5 hours until they reach the soup kitchen. Such an interesting building, this. Some of these look like weird science labs or dilapidated greenhouses. More houses completed. Beautiful. So it does seem that people who are assigned can still do building projects. That's good. Keep gathering scrap. We're going to need a lot of it. Alright, we're at the soup kitchen. Follow the tracks into the wasteland to track down the thief. Let's do it. Looks like somebody is thieving. Then after this, we'll go to the old farm. Perhaps it'll unlock more things for us. 3 citizens dehydrated. So with 500 scrap, we would be able to make a simple lever out of scrap to find more materials or something. Okay. So definitely more benefit for returning back and forth with your expedition. It doesn't seem likely that you'll be able to go out with all the materials you need from the very beginning. It seems like a good idea to go back and forth. Ooh, there's a bandit scout. We could be attacked soon. Alright, let's continue on. Now we found an abandoned truck. Or what is that? Oh, amusement park. Amusement park. Oh, it looks like an abandoned truck there. Okay. Alright. So, and that's kind of funny too, because sometimes we're not able to hold up on a decision and then come back. Like, for example, with the thief fleeing or something, if he locks himself into a room and we leave to go back to base to get supply, he's obviously going to leave, which is kind of funny. It's a good way to do things like that. Alright. Ooh, we got water loss. Some of us can't help but think sabotage might be involved. Uh-oh. A minor water loss, though. Our group should arrive in 9 hours or so. Now, I must say, at this point, I'm very impressed with this game for its random events, where it's definitely involving a bit more of the pre-planning of expeditions than I had originally thought. I thought perhaps we would just give them food and water, they'd go somewhere, we'd come back with supplies and continue to do it. But I like how this one is taking place. This is very cool. Very nice. Alright, 41% on our medical center, though paused because of working hours. But you know who doesn't stop is our expedition team. They're always working. Also, another good thing to note is that since these people that we rescued don't necessarily take food and water until they're back at the camp, this gives us plenty of time to research stuff and build stuff before we bring back all those survivors. So it's a good way for us to kind of work around that. Ah, yeah, an amusement park. Hunker down in the nearest ditch and hope for the best. Alright, go for it. Otherwise, with more scrap, we would have been able to shelter from a storm. But I want to explore all these areas as quickly as possible and see what's out there. It seems like there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 perhaps locations to go to. Get ready for a fight. Apparently there's no there's no members in our team. Well, that can't be the case, otherwise they wouldn't be able to go on the mission. We need to keep finding that technology that can reduce water consumption. I guess overall we're also saving ourselves too. Refugees arrive, accept, welcome. I don't think we have to divert any of these costs, though, to the expedition team. Seems like we may have lost people, but it can't be from the camp. We have food and water, and we do have medical. A few people are sick, but we've now got this fully working, and we are doing research to be able to take more. That might be it, actually. It could be the sick, which could be entirely random. Looks like the expedition team may have actually died off. Okay. Something interesting to note. That they can get killed like that. Alright, let's send out... Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the way to watch an expedition team, but it seems like you should be able to do that from the overworld menu too. Let's this time send them with a bunch of scrap. A bunch of food. And unfortunately, a bunch of contaminated water. Looks like that's all they can carry, 12,000. Okay, assemble that team then. Well, hindsight will be 20/20 when I go to play this one. So again, if you haven't already subscribed or smashed that like button, make sure you do that so you let me know that you want to see more of this game and also for a full playthrough when it comes out as well. It seems rather promising with some of the things that are available so far. I like it. I don't see the team moving, though. Despair. Increase rations. That'll be fine. We've got plenty of food and water for now. It's hard to tell whether or not the team was deployed. I think they're being blocked by this home marker. But they must be going. It's down to now 9 hours, 8 hours. Okay. 5 hours remaining on our water supply there. And we've got nothing left for food. Yeah, we're not pulling from that source at all. Greener pastures. Find a new location to settle in. Have 12 citizens that are not depressed or exhausted. Oh, it's time to move. Well, as we have been trying to, we've been trying to find a new place to go to. And fight those damn bandits. Good. We can now research food distribution center. Okay. And there is a supermarket and the evacuation center. Oh. Let's go there first. Might be some supplies or perhaps a map on the way out of here. Since we got to get the hell out of here, it's going to be all dependent on water. There's no other way to mine or anything like that. Get everybody out of that area. Yeah, I don't think there's any research for us. Going to be luck of the draw on that one. There must be something here that we can get underwater storage. That must be what it is. All about luck if you can find it. Or I guess order of exploration. People in the hospital, or at least doctors. You need to pull in scrap. And this is actually out of water now too, so let's shut that off. I guess the way to shut it off too is there's a little button in the upper right corner as well, where you can just flip it off. But it's cool that there's a fail-safe so that way you don't accidentally fully shut down a building. Buys you a little bit more time to find out if there's problem. Alright, full on scrap. Anything else? I don't see any more scrap sites. Clear a path through the fortifications. Look for a detour. Let's see. We spent some time studying pamphlets and charts. We've discovered the law forbid water self-service. That's it. Okay. So that's where we're going to find it then, is the evacuation site. Local library. Consult your local library. Okay. There's a shopping mall down there. Well, the rationing thing is a little too late now. Let's go to the... I don't know, maybe the library will have maps or something. I'm still considering maps of being where it could be. Just when we think we're at the end of our rope, insubstantial gray clouds gather over our settlement. We're first cower from the rain as it begins to fall, realizing it doesn't burn our skin at the touch. And in fact, it's not overly acidic at all. With this, we can stretch our reserves of drinking water just a bit longer. Wow, we got lucky. Let's head back to camp. Are these actually gathering water? Or does it refill the wells? I can't necessarily tell. It says here wells. Water. Anything about capturing rainwater? Water mill. Water collector. Water storage. Okay, oh, we can actually collect from lakes or rivers that way. Okay. Water extractor I saw before. Archimedes screw. Wow, we can actually use that to transport things between two different heights. That's cool. Very nice. I don't see anything else about laws or whatnot. Maybe this holds off all water consumption. Maybe it pauses it for the time being. Let's see. Okay, we're now at the library. I wish it would have paused when you open this up. There's a wealth of valuable protein in the basement if we can stomach eating insects. I think we're okay. Locate, find a way out of the valley. Well, we're still working on it. Seems to come down to luck. Or perhaps prior knowledge. Let's see. Old world or no concern. No, keep reading those books. It's funny because it's giving us the same objective twice. On one hand, it tells us to, oh, the citizens have decided to head off on their own. Ooh, interesting. The scenario that you played constitutes a modified version of our first scenario. Functionalities and designs get deeper and more challenging in the next scenarios. Well, given what we've learned, a lot of this is going to be random as to where we will either find stuff. Maybe it's random that we're given water conservation such, or maybe it's all based on the order. That we'll have to find out with more and more experimentation. I like it. Well, demo completed for Homeseek. I'm not done with this one yet, though. I'm really intrigued with what I see here and would like to see more of what the developers have planned for a game that has many scenarios where it seems like we're building cities that might not last forever and are going to be temporary shelters as we move from region to region. Frostpunk is all about locking down and bracing for a gargantuan storm, but Homeseek, he seems to be hunkering down for like the giant weather that will hit you, and then to move on to something else, whether it be rain or sandstorms. I'll be live streaming this one then, so I can do this properly and get a little bit more information by trial and error and playing it a lot more and going through more in depth on reading all of those scenarios and try again. I like it. I hope you guys all join me for that one. Thank you very much for your kindness, positivity, and support down below in the comment section. Thanks for all the likes too. Welcome to all the new subs, and let's look forward to Homeseek coming out soon, which, by the way, hold on, side note, is any of that in the title Morse code? Is there anything you see there, or is that coincidence, or we'll see, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. See you next time.